Oh, y'all didn't think I was gonna pull out the hoodie, did ya? Well, I did. Alright, hey there guys, it's Akasi, aka Jatterbo95, coming at you guys with another video. Sorry, I'm flicking my hair, fixing it. But today, guys, it's back. We got the almost fully finished up Seattle Seahawks team. Got a couple of things that I do actually want a preference before we get into the lineup video. First off, we're still waiting on rookie premieres, and I, at this current moment, don't have mine. I am on Xbox. Apparently, PlayStation players are getting theirs, so unfortunately, I don't have mine yet. So once it does come out, obviously, this team will be fully 50 out of 50 Seahawks, and also I don't have like the new legends per se. Like I do have 81 Franco Harris, but that's basically it for him. I'm not going to worry about him too much. Also, when it comes to Devin Hester, I'm looking to potentially grind up the I think competitive pass, I believe, and get him next with one of them, or not competitive pass, the solos, to get a free 87 legend, and I'm planning to use that on Devin Hester. Now you may be wondering, what about Richard Sherman? Well, voila, here we are. So we actually did go out and buy Richard Sherman today. I had to go buy Richard Sherman. I cannot have a Seahawks team without having Richard. I'm sorry, I just can't do it. And this cost a lot. Like, there was a lot of cards that I had to buy. You know, it's gonna be crazy. And this video is gonna be a bit of a longer update video than we normally do here, just because there's so much to go over. So we'll start off with Geno Smith, comeback player of the year, definitely deserving of the core relief that he has. Gonna have 76 speed when we do get the full 50 out of 50 Seahawks team, which is gonna be nice. But overall, I mean, it's not really that big of a deal. And also, the bigger problem right now for QBs is just the fact that they are very inaccurate at times. It is ridiculous how inconsistent they are with their passing this year. I don't want to say it's a bug or intentional, but it does feel that way. It does truly feel that way. Also got Kenneth Walker to start the year for the Seahawks team as well. Should have been offensive rookie of the year. I'm going to stand by that. I don't care what anybody tells me. That still bothers me. How do you get the most first place votes in the awards out of the voting? How do you get the most first place votes, but you end up in second place? That doesn't make sense to me, and to be completely honest, it's bullcrap. But whatever. K9 is here. He's got a core elite. Really good card. I actually love this K9 card. K9 cards last year were really good as well, especially when especially around like his Mission Mutt card. His Christmas card was pretty terrible last year. I hated that Christmas card. But 84 speed, 85 excel, 83 agility, really solid stats to begin the year. We also do have Zach Charbonnet as well. I do like Zach Charbonnet more than Kenny McIntosh personally, because I think Zach Charbonnet is a little bit on the bigger side too, but other than his height. I think he is like 200 plus pounds, if I'm not mistaken, with Charbonnet. I'm not really fullistically like certain, you know what I mean, like, because I can't look here and show you guys like his weight and whatnot. But yes, Charbonnet is really good, so he's going to be my backup running back. And then once we actually get Frank Gore to where he can get all team chems, he'll be my third running back, and more likely he'll just be like either backup or just won't play at all, because, you know, Frank Gore's card is just dog shit. But yeah, receivers, we got absolutely loaded with good receivers, especially with this Legends drop today with us getting 87 Devin Hester. Now, I'm currently rocking the 84. I will get the 87 overall with the solos that you do for the Legends. You keep up with the Legends for a specific number like weeks, you get a free one. Apparently, they're doing it differently this year, where instead of through the whole promo, it is for like a specific first like 3 or like I think they said 3 Legends every season. So that is a huge W going, obviously. That's going to be a huge dub. So yeah, I'll get Devin Hester then, and then I'll get Franco Harris afterwards to, you know, to get that going. But Devin Hester, I'll showcase the 84 overall. Why not? Devin Hester's 84. It's all right. It's going to be 87 speed when he gets fully powered up with solid route running ability. You know, Devin Hester was never really a route runner by any means. We all know this, but, you know, 87 speed as a kick returner, really nice, especially for this team. We also do have DK and Lockett. I'll showcase DK Metcalf first. DK, now this card I actually ended up getting in the Air It Out team builder bundle thing. I can't remember what it's called, like the elite team that you can use for your pre-order points. I actually got this DK Metcalf in there, so that saved me about 100k, give or take, because I think Metcalf right now is 100,000 coins. give or take around that area. I'm not certain. But 86 speed, definitely when we get the 50 out of 50 Seahawks team. I love DK. I love this DK Metcalf. 6'3" still. I don't know why they haven't updated his height to 6'4". He is a 6'4" guy. EA, he is not 6'3". Why is it still 6'3"? I don't know. Now we move on to the most underrated receiver in the entire NFL, and yes, I'm saying that right now. Definitely the most underrated receiver in the NFL this year, in currently Tyler Lockett. 84 speed with the Seahawks team once it fully maxes out. Pretty good. Also, 85 catching for Lockett is pretty high. I was pretty surprised that, especially for a correlate. Now, like, I'm not saying he has bad hands or anything, obviously not, but 85 catching for this card was, you know, it's nice. It's really, really nice. Plus, catching this year, especially on the run for like rack catches, really solid overall. So it's not that big of a deal. We also got Kevin Mawai, team captain card. Now, he actually did play for the Seahawks. We actually drafted him. And then I think after a few years, we let him go to New York, and he actually took off and became one of the best centers in the NFL during those times, during those years. But as you can see right here, 85 strength, 82 awareness, you know, solid pass blocking and run blocking stats. Definitely gonna keep Kevin Mawai probably the starting center for the entire year, because, you know, with how they're doing team captains this year, every 2 weeks you get a brand new, new objectives to upgrade your team captain. So it's really going to be a lot easier to maintain these team captains and keep them going and keep them good throughout the year. So I'm fully going to be expecting to do that and keeping Moai at starting center. That's why I chose to forego Ethan Pocket, because realistically, he's not going to play for me. Speaking of guys that will not play for me, I'm going to showcase Damian Lewis' stats, but make no mistake, I am selling this card once I do get rookie premieres, as well as like the full, my full batch of rookie premieres, because I did actually do the Brian Brees defensive tackle set, and I know that you can get every 32 team chems with a special token. So I plan to actually use that and put him at DT and have him be DT1 moving forward, and then sell off Damian Lewis, because this card, many things about this card are wrong. First off, he should not be a core elite. The man should be a 72 overall. This Damian Lewis is fucking atrocious. I do not like Damian Lewis. I'm still blown away he has a fucking job on the Seahawks still. He's terrible. I hate him. Not as a person, but as a player, I just don't think he's very good. And then secondly, this card is like 130,000 coins. Like, I'm not going to keep 130,000 coin lineman on my team, or 130,000 coin player, unless it's like really, really good. And Damian Lewis is just not that good. But he does, you know, for those that really, you know, want to keep him and move it, like, you know, see what he does. He has right guard secondary position if you want to move him to right guard. I personally would just not even have him at all. I think he's just awful. Just absolute dog water, atrocious, awful. God fucking help him. So yeah, that's basically it. Now, I'm not going to go over any of the abilities I have, because quite frankly, I don't really have any because of the way they're doing stuff this year. So that is it for the offensive side of the ball. Defensively, this was a pain. This was absolutely brutal to cover. Both Sherman and Woolen were about 800k total. Like, Woolen was like 390k. They were closing in on 850, because now that I think about it, because Sherman was also 450,000 coins, and then Woolen was like 390. So crazy how much these cornerbacks cost. We'll start off with Richard Sherman, though. I'll showcase him to you guys, because that is probably going to be the feature card on the thumbnail that is going to be made. Sherman, 88 speed when we get the full 50 out of 50 Seahawks chem, 85 acceleration, 90 zone coverage. Really good zone coverage to start the year, guys. Absolutely a baller in that sense. I don't think I'm ever going to say baller again. That was just way too weird. Now, he does get abilities, guys. He does get the, he does get his X factors. You do get the tier 1 stuff that really doesn't matter. I'm just using Chuck out because I'm hearing some rumblings about it. Here, you can get things like Pick Artist, Flat Zone KO, and all that shit. And then here, you can get like Flat Zone, Lurker, Mid Zone, you know, stuff like that. I'll probably actually just throw a Flat Zone KO on Sherman. Because yeah, it's crazy how this archetype bucket, can I just say, it's crazy how these these abilities cost 650 training to do, while you could do the same abilities in this slot for 200 training. That's kind of wild. And also just put universal coverage on him as well, man, since I forgot to do that before the video I started recording. So yeah, that is Richard Sherman, guys. Moving on now to Tariq Woolen. Yes, absolutely. Again, another insanely expensive card, guys. If you guys don't want to get Tariq Woolen, it's completely understandable, but I would argue that it's probably worth it, especially at this point in the year with 87 speed. So he's going to have similar speed to Richard Sherman. He's going to have 86 acceleration, 85 zone coverage, 85 press. Pretty great, right? Like, and also the fact that he is 6'4", which is going to be very, very helpful on the outside with those aggressive catches and whatnot. And this is one of the reasons I decided to say screw it and go out and pick him up. I know I got a bunch of rookie premieres on the way, and more than likely once rookie premieres drop, this card will tank, and I probably will sell him, you know, very, very soon just to save a little bit. But I also might hold on to him because I don't know if he's going to go down or if he's going to go up. So yeah, that was Tariq Woolen. We also have Devon Witherspoon, who's going to be our slot corner in this lineup for now. Only 78 speed, not ideal, not ideal, which is why he's going to be playing the nickel corner spot. Now he is all right as a you know, as a gold card, but 78 speed really does hurt him a little bit. He does go up to 79 when we get that 50, but I mean, that's still not very good. Now, also, Quandre Diggs. He's going to be the starting free safety for this team. Moving on right at the moment, I don't think I'm going to get Joey Blunt and put him at deep safety. Joey Blunt is not very good for my scheme, personally. I just don't like him whatsoever. Just because he does have pretty bad zone. He has really high man coverage, so like as a box safety, he might be good in man, but if I'm not using him, then he's basically a liability. But 83 speed with 84 going up to the 50, and 83 zone coverage, you know, 5'9", does kind of stink. It does kind of stink a little bit, but I still think height is not that big of an issue. I think height is completely overblown by people, and he does get strong safety and cornerback secondary position if you want to use them in those roles. All right, next we got Bobby Wagner making his return to the Seahawks after. I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm just not gonna do it. This is supposed to be a happy video. So 82 speed, 84 acceleration, 84 hit power, 80 play rec, 77 block shed. Sadly, he's a linebacker, and they still don't jump without lurker this year, and it still baffles me. EA does not fucking fix that. Why? Why can they just not make linebackers jump without lurker? To me, it just doesn't make sense. But yeah, that's Bobby Wagner. We also have Jordan Brooks, who I'm not going to showcase as well. Eugenio Nwosu, pretty surprised he got a core elite. I'm not saying like he shouldn't have been an elite card, but pretty surprised that he of all people that he got like an 80. I thought he would have been like a 79 overall, like low elite, like high gold area is what I was thinking to be. But 79 finesse move, 81 speed, you know, pretty solid off the edge. Not insane, especially considering the fact that, you know, right now pass rush in this game is just dog awful. Like, oh boy, I'm getting a lot of Madden 22 vibes from this game so far, which the only reason I'm not really freaking out about it too much is because it is like only a week. You know, it has only been about a week, so give or take. We also have Eric Berry for team captains, which I will showcase Eric Berry if you guys don't have him fully maxed out. Here are his stats. So 84 speed, 86 acceleration. He's going to have 85 speed when we get to the 50. As well, he has 81 man, 84 zone, and 83 pursuit. He actually plays my sub linebacker along with Wagner. Yeah, I'm actually going to play Wagner at linebacker just because I don't really have a whole lot to work with in terms of like linebacker, safeties and linebacker. I could go get Jamal Adams, but he's like 69k giggity right now, so I'm just not going to worry about it so far. So yeah, that is basically what I'm working with right now. I know I still got to get LJ Collier, which I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't really know if I'm gonna fucking care enough to go get LJ. Dwayne Brown, I might, you know, he's a high consideration, and then Joey Blunt is probably not gonna be looked at too fondly at least until team builder prices go down, because they're about like almost 200k right now, and I'm just not gonna go spending 200k on, especially on like linemen, you know, because I'm already looking to sell off Damian Lewis once I get my rookie premier stuff. So that is it for that. Michael Dixon and Jason Myers are the special teams kicker and punter. They actually made Jason Myers an elite this year, which I was surprised on. So specialist guys, we got Charbonnet at the specialist running back, Devin Hester at slot receiver, nickel corner, we have Devon Witherspoon. Pass rushers right now is Jermont Jones, Jerron Reed, Darrell Taylor, and Uchenna Nwosu. Linebackers, we got Eric Berry and Bobby Wagner at the nickel linebacker positions. Strategy, guys, we're running the Cincinnati Bengals offense and the Seattle Seahawks defense. We also do have the Team Affinity strategy item that is in the game still. I have not found an uncommon one yet, but until then, I am going to be just rocking this one. And there's also a coach strategy plus this year. So there's actually a coach thing that you can do that you can get for this team. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be specifically related to your team. Like, you don't have to get like the Pete Carroll for the Seahawks one. You can get ones like Sean McDermott, which is the Bills coach, and he actually gives +1 to zone coverage, which is nice. There was also one, I think Sean McVay gives +1 to play action. I'm just rambling off ones I've seen. I think Sean Payton is +1 to the mid accuracy on quarterbacks, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. And then visuals are just the visuals. So that is it, guys. That is going to be the first lineup update for the Seahawks team in Madden 24. Now, I will definitely be doing these again every 2 weeks. However, due to personal stuffs going on, like we are expecting our baby very, very soon, I probably won't be able to get the next lineup until about the September area, maybe. We'll see how it plays out. But also, guys, I will be back streaming this Monday. I wanted to get this team done before I started streaming again, and started streaming especially head-to-head stuff. So twitch.tv/JediBro95, link in the description, guys. Go check it out. Go give me a follow. That is where I'll be doing all the streaming for the Seahawks team and other teams throughout the year, because like I said, I've got Eagles on the way. It's going to be a little bit later than I would like, but I've got Eagles. Patriots will probably be in one coming up very, very soon. And then whatever other teams you guys are generous enough to let me use. But until then, I'm out. Peace.